Connected to channel Theo. You the one just asking says.
Hi.
Morning, Ravi. How are you?
Doing good. What about you?
Doing good. YouTube is just ridiculous.
Hua says.
Morning, sir.
Good morning,
You the one
Pure
just
Cipher.
asking
How are you?
says.
So one did SSS.
Hua says.
Doing good yourself.
Pretty good. Pretty good. We are jumping into Security Plus ASAP. I think dark mode
just
is
asking says.
a mess.
Goodbye to TH, Tim. Thoughtful face.
Yeah. For the moment. For the moment. I actually have a live target to I gotta do the report on it. I really want it done. I can't find a way into the website, so I'm gonna do the report writing today.
Don't listen to me says.
Hello.
Hey, Zoop here. I'm going to do the report writing today, and then I have vulnerability management software. Or vulnerability management. I have API calls in Postman for NIST NVD database that I have to get sorted out. So I'm going to be doing that at work today too, but I have, I want to get the Security Plus done. So, and it's on my list. How you doing, Zupir? All right. So I'm going to use the shit out of this platform. I don't know if I should be streaming it. What's it look like in dark mode? Okay. No, it's not that bad.
Gaming golf at the struggle of Israel says.
Top of the morning to you, Governor. Smile, smile.
Don't listen to me says.
Good morning, gaming golfer.
Good so far. Good to see you tackle that, sir.
Hua says.
Ravi, thank you for hanging out
Probably
in
not.
YouTube.
Might be against their toes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kitty says. First day of new year and you on time. Looking good.
Thank you, Nori. How are you doing today, Nori?
Don't listen to me says.
Hi Nori.
I'm waiting for the scolding. Coffee's fucking on fire. Okay.
Kitty says. Won the lottery this morning, $938 million.
All right. Great.
Oh wait, this isn't a dream, I'm actually awake. Huck Noiki one cry.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna do this rote memorization shit. Problem is that I'm gonna need room. Right here.
I see you've not made the most important decision of your life yet on naughty or nice.
What is naughty or nice? Or you know what? Can I do it here? No.
You know where the pick is Noiki one Angie.
Oh, on your Discord. Oh my, Nori. You're gonna make me blush.
Don't listen to me says.
I use a Zitto casing system for studying, so my actual note papers are pretty small and fit on every desk.
Well, I'm going to do a combination. I'm going to read the material, and then I can take notes on the material on a notepad, or I got index cards, which would be like Zettelkasten. And then I have flashcards already created from the website. I'm terrible at this stuff. It's one of the things actually me and Tagora talked about, because we talked about how I learned too, like hands-on keyboard. So really the best thing that I could do that we thought of, because I like applying the knowledge. I hate just memorizing to memorize. So the best thing that we decided, or that I decided based on that conversation, was is to commit to the fact, resign to the fact that like this is going to be a lot of memorization. And the only way to get it in is to flashcards, actually write the material. But I don't know how much I can do a day. I mean, I have an hour and a half here.
True. Actually writing it down makes it stick halfway.
I can literally fall asleep in the middle of writing. It's crazy. Comparing security roles and security controls. All right, you know what else I have here too?
Raspberry
I
Pi
have
Supercomputer says.
Morning.
Speaking of which, morning, Tagora. I have Professor Messer's notes for this stuff too.
Hua says.
Shit, where'd I put it?
Don't listen to me says.
High tag 0, Ra.
Ravi over on YouTube. Thank you. So Comptia Security Plus. So there's how I understand them or how I perceive them. The real bare bones entry level material for computers and networking and security are Comptia's A+, Network Plus, and Security Plus. A+ is all about is their preferred certification for technical support and IT operational roles. Network Plus certification varies that the successful candidate has the knowledge and skills required to establish connectivity by deploying what the
Raspberry Pi supercomputer says.
A plus is hardware /off/config/troubleshooting.
Thank you. Network Plus is for network, and Security Plus is more for security. Of all of that.
Net Plus is networks, but typically this is a big hurdle for people. It's a big fundamental understanding, but it tends to be tough.
Okay, his study guide maps directly to
You One Just Asking says.
Thank you for shedding those lights of intelligence on me, B7H30 elephant hiding.
it was Tagora, but thank you. These map to the objectives. For the life of me, I don't understand why they don't do the same thing with their with their lessons. So I'm going to go through their lessons. I need to write this down.
Raspberry Pi supercomputer says,
If I remember correctly, Professor Messer actually uses the real objectives, until comes his own material. Unlike...
Right. Okay, so I want to come up with a methodology here. So I'm going to what? I'm going to read the material in Comptia. I'm going to cross-reference it with Professor Messer's, and then I'm going to write down.
I'll admit that Comptia study material is notoriously bad for their own tests. It's comical.
It's fucking, it really is. Like, what are they selling then? And then how am I going to track it?
You the one just asking says,
I think you should apply 8-bit filter on their content, grimacing face.
Raspberry Pi supercomputer says,
They are selling a mediocre product, smile smile.
Yeah. My company bought it hook, line, and sinker. Yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to figure out, Robbie. For today, I am...
Opinion, follow Professor Messer, and use Comptia material when you need another source to understand a concept.
Well, this is all I have of Professor Messer. So, I mean, we talked. So perhaps I should do a methodology should be read study guide.
Videos?
No, all I got was this course notes. Or they're on YouTube, I mean. Is that what you mean?
His videos are free.
Yeah. Okay.
On his site.
Yep. Oh, network Chuck, you son of a bitch.
But use a site rather than YouTube, because they are in order.
If you've spent any amount of time in IT security, you know there are many different security risks that you need to prepare.
Okay. So I'm going to write this down. Watch his video. Read the study guide.
Raspberry Pi supercomputer says,
This is honestly the way. Make sure you have a pen in hand and are actively writing while he speaks in his videos.
Yep. Watch the video. Take notes. Read the study guide. Reference Comptia if needed. Nope, hold on. Prompt ChatGPT. And reference Comptia if needed. On pen and paper, Ravi.
Give yourself a blue column on your spreadsheet. When you finish watching the video, mark it blue.
Over here. Take notes, read study guide, make flashcards. All right, this is gonna go on here.
If you've spent any amount of time in IT security, you know there are many different security risks that you need to prepare for. The attackers are looking for different ways to gain access to our systems, and we need to find different ways to prevent them from getting that access. But of course, we're not just protecting data, we're also protecting physical systems, buildings, people, and everything in our organization. In this video, we'll look at different security controls and how they can be used to prevent events from occurring in the first place. We can minimize the impact of events that ultimately do occur, and in many cases, we can limit the damage if someone does find a way into our computing environment. Damage of events that ultimately do occur, and in many cases we can limit the damage if someone does find a way into our computing environment. Let's look at some very broad categories of security.
something. I'm not comfortable. So without the armrests, I get more real estate. It's fine. Haven't had armrests before.
Enotic D says,
Hello, Badimahayanim.
Hi, Anito D. How are you? Oops. Ravi, thank you for hanging out in YouTube. But if you ever want to send a message that doesn't get read, just put a dash in front of it in Twitch. And you're not bothering me. Yep. The desk is getting reorganized today too. You just called me a dick and I didn't know it, Robbie. I have more real estate actually. I could push that monitor back some more. Stop thinking about it. Okay. I gotta be comfortable. I have to be comfortable or I'm not gonna be able to do shit. So what I'm running into is here. Do you want to see this? Here, I can show you this. This is what I'm running into. There's my desk. The problem is right there at the bottom on the right. I know. No, but I have to be comfortable or I'm not going to be able to study at all. So, I have a little, I have like another 6 inches, maybe 4 inches behind that main monitor. I'm going to push that back. I'm going to push my other monitors back. So I have more, to work on the desk.
Pure says,
Very tidy desk.
You're being nice. You're being nice. This can go. These can go. have those notes. Shit has to stay, unfortunately. This is not doing me any good. It's no problem. Oh shit.
Benedict D says,
What browser are you using?
Firefox. Okay, push. Okay. Oh shit. I had way more space than I thought. Doxed everything. Yeah. Thanks for the lurks, metrics. Lurk and twerk. I'll allow it. Okay. Now everything's been pushed this way.
Hua says,
Set you my messy desk.
Now I can scooch up. Mic needs replaced. Or maybe like that. We'll see. Like this. Now my fat ass is all the way up against the desk. Camera can go back a little bit more. The keyboard can go up a little bit more. And I got room to write. Which has never been a problem until now. I'm not going to call you that, Rage. But thanks for the hopping in chat and saying hello. Actually, it doesn't got to be back that far, does it? It doesn't. Let's try there. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, you send me your messy desk? Where? In Discord?
Master Blaster says,
Hey Theo, hey everyone.
Good morning, Master Blaster.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Sub plus study time.
It is. You know I'm zooming in on your shit, right?
Yes, sir.
What's up top? Oh, that's YouTube. Oh, man. Ugh. Pure. Ugh. You're giving me ideas. Oh, I love your vertical monitors. Oh my gosh. Oof.
It's only got worse.
What kind of mic you got there? Is that a Shure?
Master Blaster says,
Just a pizza and we'll relax a bit before OSCP study time. Again.
Pure says,
Road Podcast.
I like it. I'm jealous of your corner setup though too. Okay.
I'm thinking of putting a TV in the top right corner so I can put a movie or TV show on all the time.
That's up to Pure. I don't want to show that unless Pure is okay with it. And I need one of those solid wood tables if to put in monitor arms.
Master Blaster says,
Which one do I go on?
That's why I asked. Smiley face.
Pure says,
Should be fine to show.
Okay. You got a 3D printer here, one of the fancy ones. Excuse me. Oh, those I missed those headphones. Those are Behringers.
Master Blaster says,
Hey, those are Sennheisers. I got those. Well, not that model.
Pure says,
DT 990 Pros.
translated from German. Master Blaster
Two
says,
verticals.
Speechless.
Yeah, I like the two verticals on the side there like that. I haven't really instituted that. Yeah, go right
Pure
ahead.
says,
I can show you my work setup as well if you want.
You put it in just if you're okay, just put it in the main Discord and show off. I gotta get back to this. I love being distracted, but I want to get back to this.
Master Blaster says,
You're always distracted, Theo Kappa.
environment.
Okay.
Limit the damage if someone does find a way into our computing environment. Let's look at some very broad categories of security controls. The first category we'll look at are technical controls. These are controls that we implement using some type of technical system.
Thanks for the follow, Litzel67. How you doing today?
So if you're someone who is managing an operating system, you might set up policies and procedures within the operating system that would allow or disallow different functions from occurring. We can also put firewalls, antivirus, and other types of software into this category of technical controls. As a security administrator, you'll also want to create a series of policies that explain to people the best way to manage their computers, their data, or their other systems. We refer to these as managerial controls. So if you are creating a series of policies and procedures, or you're creating an official security policy documentation, you'll often put these managerial controls inside of your security policies. You might also see these managerial controls implemented into day-to-day processes as part of your standard operating procedures. Another important control category.
Okay, these are control categories. Hi, Litzel. Thanks for saying hello. How you doing today?
as part of your standard operating procedure.
Technical controls, managerial controls.
Control category are the operational controls. Unlike using technology to manage these controls, operational controls are using people to be able to set these controls. So if you have security guards at your place of work, you're doing monthly lunch and learns, or you have some type of posters or awareness program at work to help explain the best practices for IT security, then you can put these into the category of operational controls. And the last category that we have are physical controls. As the name implies, these are controls that would limit someone's physical access to a building, a room, or a device. This might be something like a guard shack, so they can check everyone coming into a particular area. Maybe there are fences and locks to keep people out, or maybe you use badge readers to limit the access into certain areas within your building. So in this video, we'll focus on these 4 categories of controls: the technical, managerial, operational, and physical. And in this video, we'll look at a number of different control types and determine where we would fit certain control types into certain categories. The first control type will...
Okay, let's go back and take notes on control categories.
Let's look at some very broad categories to our security controls. The first category we'll look at are technical controls.
Pure says,
Posted in show off.
Thanks, Pure. Oh. Oh my. Whew. I can't even look at it. It's so pretty. I can't even look at it.
More ideas?
Yeah. I see you got 2 of these guys. I've been thinking about I don't even know what they're called. Oh my. Oof. Holy shit. That's your mouse pad. Yeah, I'm jelly. Control categories. Technical controls.
Master Blaster says,
A mind blown.
Technical controls. Controls that implemented using systems.
Pure says,
Yeah, I got a full desk mousepad as they are comfy on the wrists.
Now, what I've noticed between the 2, it looks like you have room for your forearms on your work desk.
Is to begin by listening.
But it looks like you sit straight up on at your personal desk.
I guess.
Okay. Operating system controls. Firewalls and antivirus are examples.
These are controls that we implement using some type of technical system. So if you're someone who is managing an operating system, you might set up policies and procedures within the operating system that would allow or disallow different functions from occurring. We can also put firewalls, antivirus, and other types of software into this category of technical controls. As a security administrator, you'll also want to create a series of policies that explain to people the best way to manage their computers, their data, or their other systems. We refer to these as managerial controls. So if you are
stuff all that is on the left screen with the right up on the right, so I can keep it all in a single screen. Confusing but works wonders.
No, I hear you. I do the same thing. There's multiple times when I need to have, I'm referencing a couple different documents.
creating a series of policies and procedures, or you're creating an official security policy documentation, you'll often put these managerial controls inside of your security policies. You might also see these managerial controls implemented into day-to-day processes as part of your standard operating procedures.
Managerial controls are administrative controls associated with security design and implementation. Security policies. Examples would be security policies or standing operating procedures, SOPs. You know what I'm not doing? I'm not making any connections right now, I realized. And I need to be doing that. Security policies. Or standard operating procedures. Okay, so technical controls. Controls implemented using systems. Operating system controls. Like firewalls or antivirus. What can I associate that with what I've already seen? I haven't. The trucking company, well, not the trucking company. The restaurants, we just operated on PCs. It's amazing that we weren't hacked, to be honest. We probably had antivirus on them, but that's about it. In the restaurants, in the at the trucking company, they did have a server that probably had a firewall on it for technical control. And the trucking company had both easily.
Five raiders from Memo Twitch have joined.
Holy crap. Memo Twitch. Welcome, Raiders. How are you doing today? Memo. Happy New Year. You get an RGB. I don't know where I typed that. It's not there.
Memo Twitch says,
Riff Raff. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. My Italian brother from another mother. Hope you're doing well, Memo.
Master Blaster says,
What TV do you guys suggest is best to buy? Philips obviously sucks because you only have the pre-installed apps. Is Samsung the way to go? Any input helps.
The cheapest? Please.
Memo Twitch says,
I just want to help. It's just what I do.
Everything is fine, thanks.
Please keep it down. Good, Memo. Hope you enjoyed New Year's Eve. You getting in any trouble? Were you streaking at midnight? Memo. Were you running around naked at midnight, Memo? Come on now.
Master Blaster says,
Android ideally and where I can install additional apps if needed.
Memo Twitch says,
The cheapest. I still have Cat Cube TV.
Cheapest. Well, welcome, Raiders. Thank you kindly for the raid, Memo. There's a little bit about me. Welcome to Painful IT. I'm Theo. I am studying for Security Plus right now.
Master Blaster says,
Tried cheapest and it's not working out for me. Any ideas, Nori?
What did you say that you had? A Philips? Philips obviously sucks. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I still have a few Philips TVs. I think I have a Philips and I have a couple other like cheap ones too. And they're all working just fine. In fact, I'm trying to think. I still have the little 18-inch that we had in the kitchen. and I still had the bedroom TV, and then I got a new bedroom TV. So literally every flat panel, every LCD TV that we've had, we still have. I can get you them. I can get you the brands.
Master Blaster says,
You're
All
old
right.
and you don't need additional apps installed on your TVs.
Every TV that I have has a Fire Stick that has all of the apps that I need to get to. So your old person accusation doesn't work. Managerial controls. Administrative controls associated with design, security design, and implementation. These things are like security policies or standard operating procedures, or SOPs. The trucking company had SOPs for almost everything besides our jobs. The restaurant barely had SOPs. It had in the employee handbook, and that's about it.
Is Theo old? Yes/no. Let's settle this debate.
It into day-to-day processes as part of your standard operating procedures. Another important control category are the operational controls. Unlike using technology to manage these controls, operational controls are using people to be able to set these controls. So if you have security guards at your place of work, you're doing monthly lunch and learns, or you have some type of posters or awareness program at work to help explain the best practices for IT security, then you can put these into the category of operational controls. And the last category,
Let the people vote. Maybe I'm biased.
If a mod has time to make those, they can. I'm going to keep studying Master Blaster.
Hua says,
No
Controls
security is
implemented
the
by
best
people
security
instead
target.
of systems. Security guards or awareness programs.
Master Blaster
Well-
says,
I appreciate that. Hope you smash that second plus. Smiley face.
Operational controls. Like at the restaurant, it was me. Awareness programs, I may have put a sign up someplace for operational control. What else did he say about?
program at work to help explain learns, or you have some type of posters or awareness program at work to help explain the best practices for IT security, then you can put these into the category of operational controls. And the last category that we have are physical controls. As the name implies, these are controls that would limit someone's physical access to a building, a room, or a device. This might be something like a guard shack, so they can check everyone coming into a particular area. Maybe there are fences and locks to keep people out, or maybe you use badge readers to limit the access into certain areas within your building. So in this video, we'll limit the
Physical controls. Limit physical access. Guard check. Fences or locks. Badge readers.
access into certain areas within your building.
Okay. Let's see. Physical controls. So, the trucking company instituted badge readers. They had locks on all the doors that were like magnetic. I haven't worked at a place that had a guard shack. I guess like I've gone to places that have had guard shacks before. Like I've toured that Amazon facility and had to go to the guard shack just to park in the lot.
Pure says.
PM'd you on disk.
Thanks. Okay. Took notes. I only took notes on the first part. How much more do I have? Because I don't have much more time. It was 2 minutes of the video. So I'm going to make you know what? So I don't get mixed up. I'm gonna keep taking notes. My thought was I was gonna make the flashcards now, but I'm not. I'm gonna keep taking notes.
Kitty says. I am to you on AOL Messenger.
Pure I am. I was thinking about one of the longer days. I probably should have done it yesterday, but it got by me. If you're concerned about expiring or something, I can do it someday this week. Oh my gosh, there's 30 people. There's like 30 people in here right now.
Pure says.
It shouldn't expire anytime soon.
Well, I gotta research how to do giveaways because I haven't done that yet. But I can announce it now.
Theo says.
Giving away a 1-month try Hack Me membership soon.
Thanks to Pure Cipher, we're giving away a 1-month Try Hack Me subscription soon. I'm thinking that we'll do it on someday this week. I'll probably announce it for, I believe my stream is on Friday too. I believe I'm streaming Friday.
Boulder Van Motten says,
Is it true that global warming will cause the extinction of ants and...
Not only is it
Mark
true,
Blaster
I'm
says,
frightened for the ants.
Stop hazing the streamer, please. He's not old. He's just lived for a really long time.
Yep, so I'm streaming on Friday too, so maybe I'll do it on Friday.
So in this video, we'll focus on these 4 categories of
Why are you
controls: the
afraid by
technical,
ants?
managerial, operational, and physical. And in this video, we'll look at a
Not only am I afraid by ants, I'm afraid for ants. And I'm afraid of ants. I have a very sordid, complicated relationship with ants. They're always asking you about how, how's it going? Asking about your brother and sister. They're always pinching your cheeks. Ants are the worst. They're your mom or dad's brother or sister. So, I mean, they're family. I mean, you have to talk to ants. I mean, so it's a sordid relationship.
Boulder Van Motten says,
Do you know something we should know?
Yes.
Security Live says,
How about sounds?
And then there's
Don't
sounds.
listen to me says,
Ants or ants?
Yes, ants. It's a problem. For ants, it's a problem.
Boulder Van Motten says,
Maybe we need a wall to not let them in.
You have to let your ants in. I mean, in some cases, I have an aunt that was my godmother. You got to let her in. You can't not let her in. I mean, her kids are your cousins. I mean, what's next? Not letting your uncles in?
Hopefully none of your ants...
Balder Van Mutton. I mean, where do we draw the line? Yeah, Balder Van Mutton. Hopefully your ants don't see this. That's a terrible point of view. Build a wall? I don't know about that. That seems rather... I mean, how else does... does everyone else get in too?
Boulder Van Motten says,
I used to work with a tool called Ant in Java.
Did you just call your ant a tool? I mean, I've had some interesting ants. I would never call them tools.
number of different control types and determine where we would fit certain control
Bold Van Mountain. Bold.
types into certain categories. The first control type we'll look at is a preventive control type. This is a control. The first control type we would fit certain control types into certain categories.
Control type examples.
We'll look at is a
Don't listen to me says,
If that's some kind of irony, my Asperger keeps me from understanding.
Boulder Van Motten says,
I'm not a misogyn. I don't like oop.
Huh? Balder Van Mutton, are you stroking out on us? Okay, gang. That was fun. I am going to keep cruising along on this path. It's my goal to get 1-1 on watched.
I've tried soup once. It was too wet.
And it's my goal to get this video watched,
listen to me, Sis.
notes taken, and
Keep going less than 3.
flashcards made. But I have to. Oh wait, what time is it? Wait a minute. Hold on. No, I'm not going yet. The kids are still off school. They go back tomorrow, so I'm not going to have to wake Small Beanie up. But at the top of the hour, I'm going to take a 5-minute, I mean, not even 5-minute break. I got to go to the bathroom right quick, grab some water, and I'll be right back. I'm going to jot down preventative control types. Control categories. Have 4, and then control type examples. Okay. Let me take a little break, get some water. I'll be right back.
Control types into certain categories. The first control type we'll look at is a preventive control type. This is a control type that limits someone access to a particular resource. You can think of this as something like
Master Blaster says,
I already missed Theo. Even forgot how he looks like.
I gotta stretch. Oh my god.
You okay, Theo?
My left low back is fucking killing me. Just giving it a stretch.
I'm sorry to hear this. I did therapy for something similar.
Almost done. It's been driving me nuts for a couple days now.
At the end of the therapy, I was recommended swimming about twice a week. But then COVID hit and I never got to doing it. I should seriously consider it now.
Well, maybe it's not a bad idea for me. But I won't be able to do it again. Start swimming, that is, until, well, May, June. Memorial Day?
It strengthens the back muscles.
I believe it. Swimming is great. Low impact exercise. Oh, calves coming down here. Great.
Gym doesn't do it as effectively as swimming.
Okay, now we're doing preventative. Now we're doing control types. I feel like I should make every page. Of course, this time of day just kind of fell neat into it, so.
Through gym you target certain muscle groups, and with swimming you're hitting pretty much all muscles at once.
Yep.
A firewall rule, which would prevent somebody from gaining access to a particular area of your network, or it may be something that's more tangible, such as a guard shack checking everyone's identification as they come into your facility. A good way to test yourself with these different control types is they come into your facility.
Preventative would block access to a resource. You shall not pass. Prevent access. Preventative. Prevent access.
Poor Bulldog says.
Hello.
Oof.
Sorry.
Hey chat,
Thanks.
Poor Bulldog was banned. Thought you should know.
Why don't I have those band controls in? Ooh. Where did all my chats go?
Master Blaster says.
I missed the message. What was on sale?
My soul.
Kappa.
Firewall rules. I don't have time for that. Prevent access, like firewall rules. Follow security policy. Guard shack checks all identification. Enable door locks. Now,
A guard shack checking everyone's identification as they come into your facility. A good way to test yourself with these different control types is to determine what category will a certain type fit into. So when we deal with preventive control types, we can look at firewall rules, and since those are handled at a technical level, then those would fit into the technical category. As we hire people, we may want to set a certain type of policy for onboarding, and those would be policies set as part of a managerial category. We've already mentioned a guard shack checking everyone's identification, and since that's done by a person, we can fit that into an operational category. And lastly, we have door locks, which are physical devices preventing access to a room, so that would fit into the physical category. Another important control.
okay, so I'm not going to be able to fill that out until, I mean, it looks like I'll be able to get, no, I don't know how many pages I'm going to need for each of these control types. So I'm going to finish them up. Deterrent. And then I'll go back and create the table.
Control type is a deterrent. And although a deterrent may not prevent someone from accessing a resource, it may give them a discouragement or have them think twice about the attack that they're planning. For example, when you start an application, there may be a splash screen that provides security information and restricts people who are not authorized from gaining access to that system. Or there might be the threat of a demotion or a dismissal if somebody gains access to data that they should not be accessing. There might also be a front reception desk greeting everyone who walks in, or warning signs telling people that if they gain access to this facility, that there would be consequences. These fit perfectly into our 4 categories. A splash screen is consequences.
Deterrent discourages an intrusion attempt. Does not directly prevent access. Make an attacker think twice. Application splash screens. Threat of demotion. Front reception desk.
Hey, dude, you're not gonna lick your ass right behind me. Go lay on the chair or go upstairs.
No, not under there either.
So you can fart? No. Go lay down.
I'm like,
Security
what is that
says.
sound? And it's him like licking his
Translated
ass.
from Dutch.
Yeah, you.
I love you, but not enough to hear you licking your ass behind me. Are you showing off? Are you bragging? Oh, your breath. My God.
Pure says.
Such a fart blocker.
Master Blaster says.
First world problems, Kappa.
Yes, first world problems. I think anyone in any world, any number world, would have a problem with their dog licking their ass complete right behind them. I think any number world has that problem. Posted warning signs. Must have lay under the desk.
Telling people that if they gain access to this facility, that there would be consequences.
You know what? I can do him here, and then I can go back. So firewall rules is preventative, is also a I can put the categories over here.
Kitty says,
Control
at
categories.
security live. I hack it in and bypass the at Noiki one hug.
Technical. Prevent access. Preventative. A preventative control type. Will be a technical firewall would be a technical category. And then for preventative, onboarding, follow security policy, onboarding policy, guard shack. Following managerial would be an onboarding policy. Oh, 7:30.
Master Blaster says,
I'm genuinely jealous that you're so focused. I need the same.
Why don't you study the same time I'm studying then? OGC's on, toggle bits on. Let's rate OGC in a little bit.
Can't argue with that.
Technical onboarding, following security policy or onboarding policy is managerial. Guard shack would be operational. Actually, let's do this. Technical controls implemented using systems. Firewall rules is a system. Managerial controls associated with security and design. Administrative controls associated with security and design. Security policies and standard operating procedures. So a preventative, a preventative would be an onboarding policy for managerial. I'm having trouble just saying these. Operational preventative control would be a guard shack. And a physical preventative control would be a door lock. A technical deterrent would be an application splash screen. A managerial deterrent would be a threat of demotion. A operational deterrent would be a front reception desk. A physical, he just farted under the desk. I bet he just farted and that's why he's leaving. A physical deterrent would be a posted warning sign.
Fits into the operational category, and the warning signs are a physical deterrent.
Malone says,
A detective
Hey, Theo,
control
this
type
takes
can
me back to my
identify and in
GDPR
some
training
cases
with Face.
Master Blaster says,
He has principles.
Hey, Mr. Long Pig, how you doing today? You're killing me. You know that? You're killing me. Just go. Cav, just go upstairs. Oh my god.
Malone Pig says,
All good, thank you, smile, smile.
warn us
Detective control types.
has occurred. This may not prevent access, but it would give us a warning and log information about that particular attack. An example of a detective control type may be a process of collecting, reviewing, and going through system. Detective control type may be about that prevent in some current. A detective control type can identify and in some cases warn us when a particular breach has occurred. This may not prevent access, but it would give us a warning and log information about that. And in some cases, a detective control type can identify and in some cases warn us when a particular breach has occurred. This may not prevent access, but it would give us a warning and log information about that particular attack. An example of a detective control type may be a process of collecting, reviewing, and going through system log. Control type may be that particular attack. An example of a detective control type may be a process of collecting, reviewing, and going through system logs, or you may be reviewing login reports about who's gained access to your systems. There might be someone patrolling the property looking for cases where someone might have broken into your facility, and you might have motion detectors so that you're automatically notified if something is moving in an area where normally there should be no motion. The system logs that are detailing everything that's going on in your systems would fit into the technical category. Someone reviewing login reports every day or every week would fit into the managerial category. Someone patrolling the property would be an operational category. And then the motion detectors provide us with a physical category. If real login reports about who's gained
control type. Another control type is detective. Identify and log an intrusion attempt. May not prevent access. Are you kidding me? You came down here just to fart again? Cav, you stink. Oh, God. Hey, oh my God. I let him upstairs and he just come right back down and farted. Hey, now where are you going? What? May not prevent access. Find the issue. Collect and review system logs. Review login reports. Regularly patrol the property. Enable motion detectors.
Access to your systems. There might be someone patrolling the property looking for cases where someone might have broken into your facility, and you might have motion detectors so that you're automatically notified if something is moving in an area where normally there should be no motion. The system logs that are detailing everything that's going on in your systems would fit into the technical category. Someone reviewing login reports every day or every week would fit into the managerial category. Someone patrolling the property would be an operational category, and then the motion detectors provide us with a physical category.
So of the detective controls, system logs would be technical. Collecting and reviewing system logs. Reviewing login reports would be managerial. Regularly patrol the property would be operational. Enabling motion detectors would be physical.
If there is a notification that someone has breached a system or gained access into a certain area of your business, then you want to apply a corrective security control. A corrective security control is something that occurs after the event has been detected. This is sometimes able to reverse the impact of that particular event, or you may be able to continue operating with your business with minimal downtime thanks to these corrective controls. For example, if a computer has been infected with ransomware and it has encrypted everything on that system and made all of the data inaccessible, you can simply erase everything on that computer and restore it back to a known good system using your backups. You might also want to create policies so that if there are security issues or something unusual that you see happen, then those would be rolled up into an alert or some type of notification. And if you find that someone has jumped your fence or they've tried to get in through a door in your building, you may need to contact law enforcement to be able to correct that particular incident. And if something is caught on fire, you can grab a fire extinguisher and make sure that that fire doesn't spread any further, thereby correcting that particular event. And as you might
is good yellow color. Thank you. Tick. Corrective control types. Corrective. Apply a control after an event has been detected. Reverse the impact of an event. Continue operating with minimal downtime. Correct the problem. Restore from backups can mitigate a ransomware infection. Create policies for reporting security issues. Why did you come back down? Oh my God. Dude, you're killing me today. Already. Oh my God. I can't even... Come on.
It all connect. Yeah, yeah. It all connect. Yeah, yeah. It all connect. Yeah, yeah. It all connect. Yeah, yeah.
Hi. Oh,
Ajuku says,
Is it possible that one of you install your stream earlier and is visiting and feeding the dog with something that is provoking the farts and then she is sending him down?
that was good, RGQ. Thank you. Yep. That was good.
any further, thereby correcting that particular event. And as you might expect, those are 4 events that certainly fits into the 4 categories that we have. For example, recovering from a backup would be a technical category. Being able to have policies for reporting issues when they occur would be in the managerial category. Contacting authorities for some type of legal issue would be an operational category. And your fire extinguisher is a physical category. You might also find yourself in a situation where a security event has occurred, but you don't have the resources or means to be able to reverse what that particular event has caused. In those cases, you may want to use a compensating control type, which provides you with using other means in a way to control that particular security event. This may be something you use on a temporary basis until you're able to put together a plan to resolve the overall security incident. For example, you might have an application that is important for your organization, but the application developer has told you that they've identified a significant security vulnerability in that software. Since the application developer is going to provide you with a patch sometime in the future, you may want to set some type of firewall rule today that would prevent somebody from exploiting that particular vulnerability. Or this might be a case where you can separate different duties between different individuals and limit the scope of any type of security concern. Or you might have multiple security guards all working at the same time to make sure that no single security guard has complete access to everything in your environment. And if you lose power in your building, you might want to have a generator so that while you're waiting for main power to be restored, you can compensate by turning on your generator. Those are our 4 different categories of a compensating control. We have a technical, those are power to
compensating control is a control using other means. Existing controls aren't sufficient. May be temporary. Prevent the exploitation of a weakness. Firewall blocks a specific application instead of patching the app. Instead of patching the app. Implement a separation of duties. Require simultaneous guard duties. Generator used after power outage.
To be restored, you can compensate by turning on your generator. Those are our 4 different categories of a compensating control. We have a technical category of blocking that traffic instead of patching the application. There may be a separation of duties for the people that work in your organization, and that fits into the managerial category. You might require multiple security staff working simultaneously, and that would be the operational category. And lastly, having a power generator to compensate for a power outage fits into the physical category. The last control type we'll look at is a directive control type. This is a relatively weak security control because it is one where you are directing someone to do something more secure rather than less secure. For example, you may require everyone to store sensitive information into a protected and encrypted folder on their system. This requires the user to make a decision about what data may be sensitive and what data may be non-sensitive, and then they are direct data. The last control type we'll look at is a directive control type. This is a relatively weak security control because it is one where you are directing someone to do something more secure rather than less secure. For example, you may require everyone to store sensitive information into a protected and encrypted folder on their system. This requires the user to make a decision about what data may be sensitive and what data may be non-sensitive, and then they are directed to store the sensitive information in the protected folder. As part of our security policies, we may want to add compliance policies and procedures so that everyone understands the proper processes to use for security in your environment. You might also train users on what the proper security policies might be. And another example of a directive control may be a sign that you put on a door that says authorized personnel only. There might not be a lock on the door, but the sign saying authorized personnel only directs people to either enter or not enter that particular door. So to summarize these, our file storage policies will direct people to this technical category. Summarize these to either enter
Direct a subject towards a security compliance. A relatively weak security control. Do this, please. Store all sensitive files in a protected folder.
Friday.net says,
Hello everyone.
How you doing, Friday.net? Create compliance policies and procedures. Train users on proper security policy. Post a sign for authorized personnel only.
Enter or not enter that particular door. So to summarize these, our file storage policies will direct people to this technical category. A compliance policy fits into a managerial category. Someone performing a security policy training course would be a directive control type fitting into the operational category. And a sign on a door that says authorized personnel only fits into the physical category. The examples I provided for the different security controls and the categories where they fit are simply one single example. You could probably think of a number of different examples that you could fit into any of those squares in our matrix. You could probably also think of different security controls that might fit into a different category of control or a different type of control. You might also find as our technology changes and our security processes evolve that there might be new control types that we could fit into our chart. And of course, not everybody uses the same security controls, so the ones that you use in your organization may be very different than someone else's organization.
Blessed. Okay. I'm not going to have time to do this on stream, so we are going to raid. We're going to raid Carrot because he's still alive. Hey, have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Security Live says,
Hype wave.
Have a great day.
Kitty says, "Where's the giveaway I want to win?"
I was doing it today. Thinking Friday. Bye-bye, Nori. Bye, security. Friday.net, Mr. Longpig, Enotick, Master Blaster.
Scanned Noiki one cry. Security lives says,
Balder Van Mutton,
PK
Arduku.
Hacker.
translated from Tagalog. You one just asking says,
Tie for the stream, believe
Thanks,
her.
Robbie. Thank you for keeping an eye on YouTube.